I'm here with Matt Calvert. Matt, what year did you graduate?
Oh, 2009.
2009. That's what I thought. So, Matt, I'm going to ask you a few questions here today. And by the way, Matt, just tell the everybody's watching where you're at right now
I am currently in Galway, Ireland.
in Ireland. Okay. Maybe later on we'll talk a little bit about what you're doing over there and a little bit about that. But we're going to talk about track and field. So, Matt, can you tell us a little bit about how you started in the sport of track and field, maybe some experiences and how you even started going out for the sport?
Yeah, I kind of, I guess, seventh grade started and I needed something to do in the spring. And I'd played baseball before, but I was never really all that good at it. So I figured I'd try track and field. And yeah, I did the junior high track and field seventh grade. And then eighth grade, I got a chance to run varsity. I started out as a sprinter. I think at first you wanted me to do hurdles, but I wiped out once, and that didn't last very long after that. But yeah, and then I started out in sprints, and then kind of from there went to middle distance, and the 800 kind of became my race from
Okay.
there.
Yeah, Matt, can you tell us about maybe some more of your fond memories of track and field? What are some things you maybe look back at now and remember as being happy times?
I guess my best memory was the Prairie Conference meet, um, my senior year. It was the That was a really big and important meet for me because the boys team had never won a conference in school history. So, and myself and Andrew Neck were team captains, and we kind of, I don't know, we were trying to build up for that meet the whole year. And Cody Massman was also a senior on that team, and the three of us kind of really worked hard, and we beat Browerville by 1 point down to a 4x4 race, and
Yeah,
we just barely beat them. Yeah,
that was a
it
lot
was
of
good
fun.
fun.
That was look back at all my years and all the things we've done and memories like that still stand out to me. I can remember that meet like it was just last week. Really, it's
Yeah,
really fun.
it was
I
great.
think
You jumped in
we
the
had some
lake
good.
there afterwards too, which was great.
What's that?
You jumped in the lake afterwards too.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. If I remember right, we came down like we're going to the school and headed towards the access, and I think I jumped in first, and I believe all the boys jumped in, and all the girls jumped in afterwards. Is that right?
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Um, so like once you left, anything else like I know like winning that championship was a big thing because we really built up the years before that. We had some close calls when you were younger with like some groups that were just a few points away. Then we kind of built up to that first win, and last actually our boys are on a good streak now, winning it 3 years in a row or maybe 4 years in a row. So we're doing pretty well, and our boys team made the state true team last year, so we're having a lot of success. One of the things I kind of think about is that people forget about is that um, like a team has like a collective memory that goes back. So like for me, I don't think that our success now would have happened without what you guys did. And I don't think what you guys did would have happened without people before you. That's kind of being around for a while. I kind of see that happening in a team that's been around for a while. But anything else that stands out as far as just kind of weird things you remember about track that not necessarily like maybe bus rides or practice things that happened that were kind of weird or fun?
Well, track is it's a different sport. Like it's not like other team sports because you're competing almost entirely as an individual, unless you're on a relay team. But you're also competing over a long length of time, depending on how many races you're running. So there's a lot of time for a bit of camaraderie, I guess, amongst each other, which was always a lot of fun. I mean, we got to know both the guys and the girls team, and within each team, you get to know each other really well, and some really strong friendships were born out of that. So, which was nice.
Yeah. How about after you left Osakis and went to college and eventually left our country? Is there any connection you've kept to the sport as far as thinking about it or thinking about the team, or just how maybe it's helped you in life in general?
I guess I didn't continue competing or anything. I thought about it. I went to Concordia College in Moorhead, and I thought about uh, joining the track team there, but then I just didn't decided not to. But I mean, there's a lot of, I guess I being a middle distance runner, you learn a lot about yourself on runs like the loop or running out to Black's Resort and farther on. You have to push yourself, and I think with all that, so I mean, especially when you come on harder times late, not later in life, but after high school um, or when you move away from Osaka, it's kind of nice to look back on those challenges that you faced in sports like a track and field. And you learn you can push yourself to certain limits and maybe beyond, and working as a team with other people. So
Right. That's very good, Matt. And then lastly, Matt, what are you up to now then? As people might be wondering.
yeah, I'm currently living in Galway, which is on the west coast of Ireland. Basically, next stop from us is Boston. So, and I am
Nice.
working in the book trade. I work for an online book company selling rare books, first editions, old books. I think some of our oldest books date from the 1600s.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so we sell exclusively pretty much online, and yeah,
that's great.
so I do. It's only a small company, but I'm the director of marketing and production, so
Very good, Matt.
do a bit of
That's great. That's great.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye right now, and maybe after I stop the recording, we can chat a little bit more. Then, how's that sound?
That sounds
But
great.
Matt, I
Nice
appreciate
chatting to you.
you connecting. And one of the things with this, with our stoppage in sport because of the coronavirus, I think it caused me to reflect more upon how sports have impacted me and guys like you. Is that it means more than just winning those championships, but use those lifelong connections you make.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you. Stay safe.
You too.